Welcome to the world of reflexology. Alternative and complementary medicine and therapies are in the news, in print, TV, and on the internet. Dr. Oz, Oprah, and Regis have all talked about reflexology on their shows and talked about the effectiveness of it. At this time, we would like to talk about what reflexology is, how it can help you, and what to expect when you see a practitioner. So, take off your shoes and get comfortable. My name is Maureen Birchfield. I am a nationally certified reflexologist, a certified geriatric nursing assistant, and laughter yoga leader. I teach introduction to reflexology classes at Black Hawk Technical College and am trained in animal reflexology and Korean hand therapy. I have studied with several instructors from the United States, Canada, and Europe. I am a member of and sit on the board of directors of the Reflexology Association of America. I am also a member of the International Council of Reflexologists, the American Reflexology Certification Board, Forward Janesville, and am helping with the reforming of a new Wisconsin association. I work in Janesville, Wisconsin, and am a sister in the Franciscan Order of the Divine Compassion, Third Order Anglican. Lila Mueller is a clinical reflexologist, Temprana reflex therapist, and reflexology and Korean hand therapy instructor in the greater Milwaukee area. Currently, she also serves as a reflexology preceptor for Aurora St. Luke's Medical Center's Integrative Medicine Program. She has clinics in Belgium and Glendale, Wisconsin, with very full practice. Lila is certified in reflexology through the International Institute of Reflexology. She is one of 10 certified members of the Art Register of Advanced Reflexologists in London, England, and is ARCB certified. Filling various positions, she has sat on the Reflexology Association of America's Board of Directors. She has studied under many instructors here in the United States, as well as the UK, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Currently, Lila is enrolled in the Australian College of Chi Reflexology. Lila is also spearheading the formation of a new Wisconsin Reflexology Association. Lila, so can you tell us what is reflexology?
Reflexology is a science that deals with the principle that there are various reflexes in the hands, feet, ears, and face that correlate with all body parts. And by stimulating these parts in the remote areas of the body is able to assimilate and go into homeostasis, which is balance. So the body internally and inwardly heals itself.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us what are some of the benefits of reflexology? Why would I go see a practitioner?
Well, reflexology is a great relaxation technique. It relaxes people very much. It also helps with nerve reconductivity, so the nerves are basically stimulated for reconnecting again. It is very, very much relaxing, though. As soon as the body relaxes, it heals itself. Reflexology is the only modality that does not inhibit other systems. It basically relaxes all systems of the body. And as that relaxation takes place, the body is again unstressed, so it can heal.
Okay. Lila, can you talk about maybe more specifics? Would it be good for someone who has had a heart attack or maybe high blood pressure?
Yes, basically I find that reflexology assists in all health conditions excluding transplants. People who are recipients of transplants will reject a transplant for reflexology because we're stimulating the body to work together and they have a foreign part in their body. So I find it extremely successful in all kinds of issues, including skin, migraine headaches, severe back problems, hip joint problems, colic in small children. And it's a non-age technique. You can do things on children and babies as early as a couple days old until people that are 100. It has no age limitation.
Okay. So I understand that you are also a Temprana therapist. Can you explain to us what that is?
Yes, Temprana reflex therapy is a therapy off of the facial reflexology models. And basically what it does is it helps stimulate anything with brain injury and or brain illness. So it benefits people with strokes, children with ADHD and autism, anyone with brain tumors. So anything relating to the brain, this modality is a major assistant to.
Do you work the feet or hands or what?
I work the face. I use Yakimawa points. I use various nerve points on the face. We also work on hands and feet in conjunctive with a specific pattern for each client.
Well, thank you, Lila, for all that wonderful information, and we'll be seeing you in another part of the program when we do our demonstration.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for including me. I appreciate it.
Jeannie Hughes had her first reflexology session in 1957 from her aunt Mildred Schroeder. Since that time, she has studied and utilizes numerous healing methods as a fourth-generation herbalist. Her practice is founded on biblical principles. Jeannie has studied reflexology since 1960 under many people and is certified with the Progressive Reflexology Institute, as well as studying body reflexology, orthobionomy, craniosacral, and botanicals. She is also a certified natural health professional. She has studied all over the world. In 1995, Jeannie founded the Reflexology Association of Wisconsin and served in many positions, including co-director and chairperson. Jeannie currently lives in Janesville, Wisconsin, and serves as a naturopathic consultant and medical missionary in the United States and East Africa. She educates in areas of health, hygiene, water purification, nutrition, microscope use, and demonstrates various modalities of natural healing. In 2011, Jeannie was appointed as East African Liaison for Herbalists Without Borders. Well, Jeannie, could you tell us a little of the history of reflexology?
Yes. There are indications on a wall from the 6th Dynasty tomb in Egypt dating about 2450 BC. There were pictures on the wall that indicated people working on hands and feet. And interestingly enough, the charts from several thousand years ago in China of the feet are very similar to the charts we have and use today in our schools.
Oh, that's interesting. And does it kind of end there? Is there any history in the United States?
In the United States, about 1913, a physician named William Fitzgerald was an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and he used reflexology or zone therapy to as an anesthetic and pain relief for his patients. Progressing on to that, a lady named Eunice Ingham, who was a nurse and a physiotherapist, took Dr. Fitzgerald's work and modified it and did further research and became a very successful practitioner in the early 30s and 40s.
And Eunice Ingham is really considered the mother of reflexology, modern reflexology, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And following on that, in the 50s, a woman named Mildred Carter studied with Eunice Ingham, and together they pioneered for many years and started training people in the art of reflexology.
So reflexology is not new by any way, shape, or form.
Several thousands of years of documentation would prove otherwise.
Yes. Oh, well, what about Wisconsin? You helped start the original Wisconsin Association, correct?
Correct. My reflexologist, Karen Meyer Garcia, had lived near me, and we had she was my second reflexologist, and we realized that there needed to be an organization in Wisconsin so that reflexologists could network with one another, and that we would be able to bring in schools to train our students right here rather than us traveling hours and hours or taking flights and time away from our families. So we were able to bring in schools and get training and raise the quality standards of the reflexologists in the state, as well as giving them a network support system.
Wonderful.
And that was 1995. We started the Reflexology Organization of Wisconsin.
And reflexology in Wisconsin is actually older than that. There have been reflexologists in the state at least into the 50s. Is that correct?
Correct. I had my first reflexology session in 1957.
Oh, that's so interesting. And Jeannie, you have an interesting story about what really got you excited about reflexology.
Well, I had reflexology sessions off and on since 1957. And a friend, Karen Meyer, introduced me to reflexology in the 90s. And I learned the value of more regular sessions. Karen and I went to Chicago to an International Institute class, and 2 days of intensive reflexology, plus working on each other at night. And as we were driving home, I put my arm up over the back of the seat, and that was something I hadn't been able to do for many, many years due to bursitis in both shoulders. So after continuous reflexology intensively for 2 days, my shoulder and joint pain disappeared.
You had mobility that you didn't have before.
Right, I had greater
Wonderful.
mobility than ever, and that made me a believer in regular reflexology sessions.
Well, thank you, Jeannie. I really appreciate the information, and I think our audience does also. We'll be seeing you later. I understand you're going to be the person we get to work on.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marianne Stimmel is a nationally board-certified reflexologist. Her full-time practice is in Brookfield, Wisconsin. She has several other certifications and licenses, including nursing, herbs, aromatherapy, Reiki, massage, and vibrational medicine, and is also available for public speaking. She is a member of the Reflexology Association of America, sits on the American Reflexology Certification Board, and served on the board of directors of the Reflexology Organization of Wisconsin. Marianne provided reflexology for the Nike human race at the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, as well as the U.S. Olympic World Cup qualifying competition and the Masters International. As president and founder of the United States Professional Reflexology Sports Team, she invited other reflexologists from all over the United States to participate in these events.